Hey, what's up, students? Let's do the shakes on the lane. Set up and solve a linear system to help find the missing angles R, S, and T. Okay, so we have a triangle. Remember, all triangles add to 180 degrees. And we have, oh man, are you kidding me? This is a layup. Look at this. R plus S is 130.9 degrees. And then R minus S is 6.3 degrees. There we go. So I rewrote it over here because it's not a lot of room for me, so I'm just gonna go to right here. So we already have opposites. You're already lined up. So let's add the left and the right. So the S's would cancel. Careful here. This is a very common mistake. People would just have a single R. 2 R's would equal, now these were opposites, so make sure you add them, okay? Because they were already opposites. Another common mistake is people would subtract. So obviously if you subtract R minus R, you'd have no R's, so make sure if you're doing addition, you add the left and the right. So 130.9 plus a 6.3 is a 137.2. Next move, I would divide by 2, divide by 2. What do we got here, friends? R is 68.6 degrees. So there you are, 68.6. You don't need to put the degree symbol in there, so just numbers are fine. You all know that stuff. All right, so we have R. We got 1, 2 to go. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. So you are 68.6. Okay, let's find S. Okay, R minus S equals 6.3, or let's just do the top one. I'm plugging in the top one. That negative kind of scares me a little bit. All right, so let's see here. We have a 68.6 plus S equals 130.9. If you're a mental math person, if they add to this total and you have one of the parts, you can go total minus the part to get the other one. So I would strongly suggest that, but I also like to write it all out because I really don't mind taking my time with these. I'm not really in too much of a rush solving these systems, because when you get in a rush, probably gonna make a mistake and you have to do the whole thing over again. Okay, so take your sweet time and everything's gonna be just fine. Here we go, 62, oh, there's a 3, silly. There you go, see what I'm talking about? There you go, got too fast and I wrote an 8 instead of a 3, 62.3, gotcha. All right, so we have 68.6, 62.3. Again, I should make a note not to scale. Don't actually get a protractor and try to measure the angles. Please don't do that. They're not drawn to scale. Don't do that. Okay, so S is 62.3. Okay, remember triangles always add to 180. So again, like I said, with the mental math, if two of them add to a total, you would go total minus part to get the other part. Well, now you have a total of 180 and you have 2 parts. So this last move, I'm just gonna go straight up calculator skills with it, all right? So I know I have 180 degrees to spend on a triangle, and I've already spent 68.6, and then I've also spent 62.3. Looks like angle T has to be 49.1. So let's double check the math here really quick. Let me add all 3 of these up. It should be 180 degrees. 68.6 plus 62.3 plus 49.1 is, boom, 180 degrees. There we go. Nice. All right, we got it. Cool. All right, that's the shakes on the lane, friends. Just you already have opposites. Make sure you add. Since you already have opposites, you'd find R. And then again, mental math, total minus part equals the other part. I did it right there, so you can skip. You can go right to this step if you want. I would suggest that because y'all are smart. And then once you have the 2 parts, total minus 2 parts equals the third part. Common sense, y'all. You got it. That's shakes on the lane.